one thing that I think is interesting about your work, and you kind of touched on it with like mentioning how many ideas you had about certain subjects and just like the seedlings of ideas. I was wondering what it's like when, like, say you have a client project and they, not that they give you a box to work in, but they give you their perception of what they want. And it seems with you, it's more that they could just give you the product and then you could create a whole campaign. And how do you balance that and like sometimes maybe reel in your own ideas?
Yeah, that is a good question. I think it's easy to answer because that box that they give me is like a cheat sheet.
Okay.
I mean, when I'm sitting at home and I'm thinking, what should I draw? Like, what should I paint?
Mm-hmm.
It's so much tougher. I try to make little like prompts or like I try to make rules or constrictions for myself,
Mm-hmm.
but it can be tough. Sometimes ideas just kind of pop in my head. That's usually how it comes. That's why a lot of like personal things can be based off pop culture because, you know, we're surrounded by it. So,
Right.
but when a client comes to me, they give me like you said, this box, the prompt per se, and they're just like, throw your own twist on it. So I take what they have given me, and it's actually, it can be pretty simple at times. Like for example, that American Gothic reinterpretation that I did. That's what she said. She said, "Look, she's a close friend of mine. She's like, me and my fiance are moving up to Vermont soon.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna start making cider, and they want a portrait in my style based off the American Gothic painting. And from there, it was like real easy. I know they have a dog. I put the dog in there.
Right.
I know that she likes wine. He's a chef. And just throw in some crazy shit with apples, and a UFO just came to mind, and it all just, and you know, they're funny and weird. So
Mm-hmm.
it all just kind of like makes sense and falls into line. I mean, it can be tough though. It definitely can be tough because usually when it comes to illustration work, the client kind of knows what they're getting in a way. They've seen your work.
Right.
So they give you, they give you a loose prompt sort of, and they just let you go to work with that, which allows me to put my creative touch into it and not just be like a mimic of their words or something like that per se.
Yeah.
But sometimes clients, they were thinking about something else, even though they know what your style looks like. And it's rare with illustration. With design, it happens a lot more. They're like, all right, that's not working. We need to start over.
Right.
Because they don't really know what they're getting. With illustration, they know. I mean, they know, they've seen my work. So usually goes well, but you know, sometimes it takes a couple rounds, you know, to capture their vision. Sometimes it's not about the illustration, about the style. It's more about the concept behind the illustration. That's usually where I find there's a lot of back and forth because like they're trying to emulate an action, and I'm just drawing something creative or dope that I'm picking up from their prompt, you know.